welcome back to Hear Me Out, a podcast where we get real, we get awkward sometimes, and sometimes where we just laugh out loud and just don't know what to talk about. But today, mainly, I think it's going to be a little bit insightful for those of you who are interested in knowing a little bit of Malaysia's culture. Tonight, we are diving or taking time travel back to something called Peranakan. Now, what Peranakan is all about. So, without further ado, let's just, for those of you who know what teh tarik is, just grab your teh tarik, settle down, and know all about Baba Nyonya. Today, we have a very special guest with us today. I'll let her introduce herself and who she is and why is she important over here. So we have a very pretty, matured lady over here, as I was told to call her matured. So I'll let her introduce herself today.
Good evening. Thank you very much. The word pretty makes me happy. The word matured, I accept it. I'm already at this certain age, yeah. Okay, it's
What else do you
acceptable.
want me to call you?
Yeah,
Young lady?
I would like that,
Okay.
even though I've passed that age. I've never
By all
yet.
means, we have a very young lady over here today to talk about Peranakans, to talk about Baba Nyonya.
Thank you. Such
the
a
mic
good
is all yours.
compliment. Thank you, thank you. It's such a compliment, right? Everybody will feel flattered when they're called young. Anyway, thank you very much. Okay. I'm the fifth generation for Peranakan, and actually from Malacca. My ancestors are actually from Guangdong. Okay, they came in 1850s. That's where my great grandfather came over. So what is Peranakan?
Great grandfather.
Yeah.
So you are like which generation?
I'm
are you?
actually on the fifth generation.
So like your great grandfather is
Yes,
okay,
yes.
alright.
Okay. He's more or less the same generation with this what do you call him? Yabaloy.
Yabaloy, okay.
Yeah, more or less that generation, yeah. They came together. So they are actually Hakka. But how can I become a Peranakan? Actually, he came as a Hakka man. Okay. Then subsequently, the fourth generation, okay, sorry, the second generation, he married to a local. He married to a local. So when he married to a local, back then we don't have about conversion to a Muslim. Okay. So we still practice our Buddhist way. We practice our Buddhist way. It's just that in terms of dialect, there's a little bit of change because the Peranakan actually don't speak Chinese.
Okay, so Baba Nyonya is a combination of so based on your story, it's based on China man marrying a local woman.
Correct.
So that is how.
Yeah, but way back in history,
Okay.
in the 15th century, of course, all of us learn history, right? So Putri Hang Lipo came, he married the Sultan over here, he brought along his entourage of his Chinese people on the boat, and of course, these people, some went back, some don't. So those local one that stayed back actually married the local.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so back then we used to joke like some certain words like it's a Hokkien. Some of this Peranakan word comes from Hokkien word, right? So it's just that we could not pronounce it properly. So ended up it becomes our own dialect.
I see. So that was how like so like Baba Nyonya like so when you all call yourself, do you all call yourself Baba Nyonya or you all call yourself Peranakans? Because from what I know, okay, it's the information is like everywhere. So Peranakans are you all
Okay.
call it because from what I know
Peranakan is a
Peranakan.
general word.
Okay.
General word
Yeah.
to represent the group of people like us.
Which
okay,
is?
this is my interpretation. Okay.
Okay. What kind of group
so,
are you?
so of course we are Peranakan, but the man is called the Baba, and the woman is called the Nyonya. But overall, we are under the Peranakan category lah.
Meaning mixed blood.
Mixed blood. Correct. Okay, you're right on that.
Chitties.
Yeah, they also have chetis. Okay, the chetia, we call it more on chetia, not chati. We call it the Indian chetia. Peranakan chetia, sorry. They are more famous in Malacca. In Gajah Berang, there's one particular street, yeah, where basically the Peranakan chetia actually stays there. Okay, and they still have activities, but basically this getting lesser and lesser. More either basically more on intermarriage lah. The same goes for us, the Peranakan. Okay, most of us actually, like I said, we don't speak Chinese. okay, in my personal experience as well, when I first came to KL, yeah,
Okay.
back then in Malacca, in our community, it's so common. Everybody speaks Malay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for us, it's normal. It's
Mhm.
part of our upbringing. It's
Mhm.
part of our daily life. It's part of our culture. So to us, it's very normal. We speak either Malay, our bahasa Baba, or we actually speaks English at home. This is the only two dialect that we know. But when I came
That
up to
explains
KL,
why I can't speak Mandarin to you.
okay, blaming the
No, just joking.
okay.
Okay.
So anyway, when I came up to KL to work,
Uh.
okay, it was actually a cultural shock for me in the sense that I realized a lot of people back then, maybe in the 80s, they do not know what is peranakan,
I see.
what is baba, what is nyonya. So I was working in the bank back then, and I happened to be at the customer service. So a lot of the customers that walk in into the bank speaks Cantonese to me.
Mm.
Obviously, I cannot reply. I don't understand what they are talking, and I was like, either I speak in English to them, sorry, don't understand, or I just sometimes answered them in Malay. I say, saya tak faham.
Oh,
I know.
okay. All right.
And actually, they scolded me.
Is it?
Yes, they actually asked me.
In Malaysia?
Yes. Okay, they actually asked me, who are you? Chinese or Malay? So, so I told them, do I look like Malay? They said, no, you're quite fair. You look like Chinese. Then I said, yes, I'm Chinese. Then he said, if you're Chinese, why is it that you cannot speak Cantonese or Mandarin or Hokkien? Then I was like, I'm Malacca Nyonya. And they don't even know what is Nyonya. Okay. And to some surprise, some of them, I think their geography is very bad. They don't even know where is Malacca, okay? So they don't
Coming from someone, I believe your geography is very good then.
Oh, of course. Personally, geography is very important. The world map is very important. Why? By knowing your geography well, by knowing the world map, it takes you around the world. Okay, you don't know your geography, you don't know the world map, you will be forever staying here.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Agree.
So to everybody, please know your world map and please know your geography. If you can draw the world map, that would be great.
Okay, back to the Peranakan story. Enough of lecturing over here.
Okay. Sorry, distracted.
Yeah, so okay, so you're saying so yeah. So you mean like back then they
Yeah. So they actually scolded me and they asked me, why is it that I cannot speak Chinese? Basically, to them, it's either Mandarin, Hokkien, or Cantonese. And of course, they don't understand what is Peranakan. Secondly, they asked me, do I eat pork?
Oh, okay.
So because I said I'm Chinese, so the next question is, do I eat pork? I say yes, I do. That become a more curious thing to them. Why is it that I don't speak any dialect, but at the same time I eat pork? Then the next question they ask me, do you paisan at home? Do you pray at home? Then I say yes, I do. Then they say, what do you pray at home? They expect me to say maybe I semayang 5 days lah, but I didn't tell them. I said, I pray to Kuan Yin at home. And I actually explained to them because generally, most of the Peranakan, they are either Buddhist, Christian, or some practice Buddhism, Taoism. So it's quite common among our community. And we actually practice what the Chinese people actually do. Example, we have Mooncake Festival, we have Batchang Festival, we have what do you
Dragon
call
boat.
it? Dragon boat.
Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
People celebrate Chinese New
Yes,
Year.
of course. We celebrate Chinese New Year in a grand scale. Okay. And of course, in terms of our food as well.
Now this is also because why is Chinese culture so much influenced in the Peranakan culture? It's because the males are called the babas, right? So baba nyonya, where the baba is the male, we refer the baba to the male, and
Yes.
nyonya to the female of this Peranakan group of people lah.
Correct.
So the baba are mainly the male from China.
Yes, you can say that, but it's basically they are not directly the male Chinese from China. It's more on after the intermarriage.
But it's like a China
The
man,
generation.
Chinese man, a generation, and then like
Ah,
China from China, and then
yeah, yeah, yeah. So their generation is called the Peranakan lah.
generation.
Mm, 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 mm.
So that's why there was like a mixed culture in terms of the speaking and then the praise and stuff because it was brought from the Asian side of it, the male side. And then the local, because the reason why you all speak Malay is because of the influence of like the mother, the maiden side. So you say locals, locals. Okay.
So we speak a lot of Malay at home, but we have a culture, I mean a mix. Some of the words actually you talk about chimche. Chimche is airwell.
Chimche, okay.
You talk about loteng. Loteng is actually a Hokkien word.
Mm,
Upstairs.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we talk about Chiwan.
Okay.
Chiwan is actually toilet.
Okay.
Toilet. Yeah. Then we talk about menyela. Menyela is actually a window. Okay. So these are the few things mixture. It's also a little bit from Indonesia, a mixture lah.
Yeah.
And then if you talk about Peranakan, generally we are at the Straits Settlement.
Okay.
Okay, that means we are either in Malacca, Penang, or Singapore. But we do have Peranakan in Terengganu as well.
Is it?
Yes, yes, yes. We
Like
we do have the association there as well.
Baba Nyonya Peranakan. Oh, why is that
Yes,
so?
and then we have in Phuket. So we are quite a diaspora of Peranakan now over the world. If you go to Melbourne, you see all of those Peranakan having their cultural dance, that kind of thing, with the kebaya, with the sarong. You see, our kebaya is very unique. Have you seen it?
Yeah, because like back then you were saying like how nobody actually knows about what Baba Nyonya is all about. But actually in my generation, I think lately in this decade, a lot of people is talking about Baba Nyonya. A lot of people has been trying to promote the importance of Baba Nyonya and finding the relevance as to the relevance of Baba Nyonya in the society now. Why is there such a difference, do you think? Like,
Okay,
but besides that, is all Nyonya so feminine? Because you speak very
Okay.
softly and so feminine.
Oh, thank-
On the contrary, I'm like so loud over here like a speaker. Is that how you
Okay.
all are being brought up? How is the culture
You're
like?
asking me too much question.
Okay, sorry.
Let's go step by step. Yeah.
Alright, okay.
What's your first question?
What's the culture like in your Baba Nyonya? Yeah.
Baba Nyonya
Yeah.
culture.
Yes.
Basically, it's slightly different in terms of our costume.
Okay.
Okay, we wear kebaya, and the kebaya is a very much embroidered dress. Okay, a blouse. It's more on the blouse, and then you normally wear with sarong. Kebaya itself range. Some people wear long time ago is a daily usage by the Nyonya people, yeah. But now it's more on only during occasions. Okay. At one stage, people hardly wear kebaya. Personally, I don't wear kebaya when I was growing up until maybe 10 years ago. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, because sometime back when you ask about Peranakan or Nyonya, sometimes people even feel embarrassed to talk about it.
Is that so?
Because a lot of
It's not
people
happening nowadays.
exactly
Everyone is
now
trying to find a connection. Like, hey, I'm also Baba, I'm also
exactly now if you talk about being Peranakan, being Baba by being Nyonya, everybody seems to say, oh, my grandma, my everyone has got the roots of Baba and Nyonya. They are trying to reconnect, and they feel very proud.
Because I think this is the way we keep our tradition again. Because this is how youngsters, we're getting so much into the modernization movement. I think if this way actually helps to keep up the culture and tradition, I think I'm not against it.
Okay, definitely, definitely. We have to continue with this culture because Nyonya Peranakan culture is very unique. Okay, back about your earlier question, whether all Nyonya ladies are
So feminine.
so feminine. I cannot say whether I'm really in that position, but since you say that, thank you very much. Okay, generally yes. Generally yes. Why is it that Nyonya are more feminine? They have to be polite and all this mannerism must come into them. It's because we were brought up in that way. It comes into the culture of our lifestyle. When we grow up, we have to speak softly. We have to sit nicely, and no shouting, Oh, no. Talk with manners. What happens if you don't? Either like example for my family, my dad will just look at us from the corner of his eyes if we are noisy, and that's it. All of us will stay silent, or we sometimes go under the table because we are so scared of him.
Really?
That's how the Baba men, they are very fierce, they are very stern, and they want to make sure that we follow and practice, uh, I would say,
Tingkah laku.
correct lah, tingkah laku lah, must be well mannered lah. Then we have to show respect. Okay, like now you have a glass of water here, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because it's our normal thing. Anybody comes to the house, first thing, the guest will bring a gift, buah tangan. Okay. Then secondly, when we are there already, the host will actually provide us at least the basic of plain water. But long time ago, plain water is not really acceptable. Yeah,
Is
it has
it?
to be coffee, Milo, those back then lah.
Because those
But
rich.
now, yeah, in a way lah, in a way lah. The poorer one give kopi o lah.
Is it? So there's no plain water.
We hardly serve plain water in the sense that consider very cheap lah. When guest comes to your house, must have a little bit of standard lah. Don't embarrass yourself lah. Although this is my own analogy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it applies everywhere. Like, you know,
Yeah.
treat the guests with
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah. But nowadays, plain water is very common because everyone is more health conscious. They don't really drink sweet things also, caffeine, tannin, anything sweet. So most people go for plain water lah. So
That's
it's
good.
acceptable now.
Yeah, so I think just now you were talking about the culture,
Yeah.
like how you all are being trained to be like that and stuff like so. In that sense, I think there's also a stereotype whereby they say back then. I think because you know about the Little Nyonya shows where
Yeah.
I think females are not allowed to go out and work and stuff. Like that. So did that actually happen in your generation, or it was like way back in your mother's or grandmother's generation?
Maybe my grandmother. For my mom, I don't really think so lah. But it's more on, it's always in the kitchen, cooking, washing, those kind of things. Because my mom's generation, it's not like now we have gas, we have oven, electricity, it's all about using the wood or I think even charcoal is considered a good time for them. Most of them is wood, so not so bad. May not be as good lah, But of course for me, no,
It's your generation.
no, I'm so free to go out. I'm so active.
So you're the fifth generation, and by your time it's what, in the 19th, early 19th, mid 19th century.
20th lah.
20th century.
So we are very modern. Yeah. I don't wear kebaya. I don't, even I would say I'm most of the time on shorts, skirts and pants, that kind of thing, or dress. It's only now, maybe 10 years ago, I start have my own collection of kebaya. I start buying. I myself feel that I've lost my connection to the peranakan. Even though at home we eat Nyonya food, Chinese, whatever it is, culture. But then in terms of, you talk about kasut manik.
Yeah, okay.
I only had it few years ago. Kasut manik itself, is something that almost died off. I don't think many people have it back then. Maybe except for the rich people, they have it. But the general average peranakan wouldn't have it because unless you sew it yourself. But now it's so easily available. If you go to Malacca, there is this shop, in fact, many shops that sell kasut manik. It can cost a range of from 300 to even few $1,000s.
What is kasut manik all about? Now, how is a full set of Nyonya Peranakan outfit supposed to look like? So kasut manik is one of it. Okay. So yeah, tell me, share.
It has to be kebaya, the top.
Okay.
Okay. Normally it's a blouse. It's quite long here to basically to cover your arm, and then the what do you call it? You need to it is embroidered. Okay. The blouse actually has got many designs in it, depending either the simple one or the more intricate one. Normally, the more intricate, more embroidery, and they have more holes. They call this ketuk lubang. I'm not so sure about it. I'm not good at it. Okay, so it becomes more and more expensive. there are kebaya that can cost you few $1,000s.
I see.
Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
okay, and for me, I'm not really looking into it lah because I find it too costly lah. Okay, too costly. So, but I have a collection of kebaya, and the one thing good about kebaya is that it's very striking.
Okay.
Okay, it's very colorful. It's very striking. So when you wear it, it can be either you wear it for formal function, or you can even wear it on casual occasion. Or sometimes you just put on your
So
kebaya
kebaya is
with
the top.
jeans. Yeah,
Yeah.
kebaya is the blouse.
Okay.
So you can just wear the kebaya with the korosang. If not, nowadays they have the
What is kerosang?
simplest way to make it simple for the youngsters. They just have the button there. Okay, so that is you just can clip it on, but it's not original you know.
So the original is where it's like you combine it together.
Yeah, you put it together. Okay, bring the front together, and then you put the kerosang on. Okay, some time ago, I wasn't at home, and my daughter actually had to wear the kebaya for her function. She doesn't know how to put it on. My husband actually have to help her, and it took her more than 1 hour to just fix the kerosang. But at the same time, at the end, the result was a little bit not balanced lah, you know. But anyway, she managed to put the kerosang on after 1 hour of dressing just to put on the kebaya. It's true. Easy. It's not easy. Anyway, it's a good effort. It's a good effort.
So is it possible that whatever question that I say or question that I have, you reply in your Peranakan language? Is it possible?
Yes.
You reply in
Yeah.
the way you communicate among your society.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, is that possible? Then I think that will actually give the audience a little bit chance to how is it like speaking? Because I've heard it before and it sounds really like a Malay, but it's quite soothing as well. So it's very intriguing to actually hear it. So yeah, so I guess for the remaining whatever hours that we're recording, do it in your language.
Do
Is
it in
that
my
okay?
language.
Do it
Okay.
in your
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
But basically, for the audience to know, ours is always a mixture of Malay, Baba, and a little bit of English. Mixture. Yeah, normally. Mhm. It's like chapalang kind of thing lah. Chapalang. Oh, sure. No problem.
Speaking about food, right? Yeah, I think Nyonya, one thing is you all are very famous in terms of your food. That is one of the things that actually brought the Baba Nyonyas to a next level in the international world. Now, what is it all about the cooking? Why is it so special and why is it so time consuming? Is it time consuming?
Yeah, definitely. That's the reason why if you see little Nyonya, or even in many household back then, the Nyonya ladies are always in the kitchen. They are always cooking and cooking and cooking.
Is that real? Is
Yes,
what is
it's
shown in
true.
the show real?
Yeah, it's so real. It's very simple in the sense that anyone can cook. Okay, you talk about cooking, right? You just need basic garlic, onion, ginger, you know, and then you just put black tauyu. Then you put in your chicken. There's already one dish, correct or not? But for the Nyonya people, they are going few steps ahead. Okay, for that particular same dish, like a chicken, we are famous for our pongteh, chicken pongteh, right? So when they cook pongteh, they just don't put the black siao inside there.
The siao is ketchup, by the
So,
way.
they just don't put there and then put sugar inside. Then you feel that it's nice. But it is they always do it with love, you know. So if you cook what other dishes, you know, there'll be a lot of spices and things inside. Something like in Nyonya house, you know, you go to the kitchen, there's all these bottles and bottles of spices, like you have clove, cinnamon,
Curry powder?
curry powder.
Is that like always?
Yeah, those are the things. Then you have bean paste, you know. The bean paste is very important because when you cook pongteh, you need to have it tau jiao lah, tau jiao. You need to have that, okay? So these are the things that is something like a must in the Nyonya kitchen. Okay, so our cooking takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And we always have to ensure, sometimes the lazy way now, you just pour everything inside the pot and that's it. It's a dish. But back then, we so-called when you do it, they say must pecah minyak lah, until the aromas comes out. Only then you add on the next dish and all this kind of thing. So it's very, very time consuming. And Nyonya people also love to cook.
Yeah.
They love to bake.
Bake. Yeah.
So there's always the Nyonya Kueh. And Nyonya Kueh is very consuming. You talk
Time
about,
consuming,
yeah, you need coconut milk and a lot of coconut milk, in fact.
And in general, I think that the baba, the nyonyas, mainly the nyonyas are good at cooking. Are the babas good at cooking? Or they are mainly just business owners? Like businessmen.
From my own personal perspective and people that is around me,
Yeah.
most of us are not into business. Most of us are either, you're talking about if my father's generation, basically they are into government. The next generation, like my cousins also, most of them are professionals. Basically not into business.
So more like doctors, scientists, researchers.
Yeah, I do have a cousin. I do have my uncle who has got 3 degrees in physics. He has got PhD in physics, chemistry, and biology. And these 3 subjects is the worst of mine. But he has that. So I've always admired him. He's such an intellect, So I've always admired him.
I see. Yeah, I think we'll have a short break, and we will see you guys in the next part 2 episode of this podcast. All right, thank you very much.
Sure.